What is going on, guys? It's your boy Kyberlord and welcome back to another video. Today I'm bringing you my updated Sky Striker Ace deck profile. Now we've got a new format, we've got super heavy Sams, we've got Purrely, we've got Mathmech as a top tier deck. You kind of still see Runic, you're still kind of seeing Kashtira. We've got Banlist too soon, so hopefully not too soon, as in this deck profile will pretty much be pointless and I will have to update my list. Hoping for a second engage. Konami, please ban drones and give us another engage. We decided to give Hamp a go, and I will tell you in the video how good or how bad the card was. Strolling Lockbird has made its way back into the format. A really impactful card. If you are not playing it, you are auto losing your games. Herald of the Abyss, really good card against Purrely. I'll explain that in the video as well. And if you can get your hands on thrusts, definitely pick them up, as they are very cracked in Sky Striker. If you enjoyed the video at any time, make sure you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and thank you guys for all the support. Now let's get started with Sky Striker.
Stardust, Black Rose, no hope, life low. Alright, I'm set, I got my deck. I'm about to head to my homie crib next. I got a brand new combo with some chicks. I'm about to burn them for 8,000 quick. Got it on standby so you can't draw. Main face ain't shit, go to your school face, that mean you lost.
Hi, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Alright, so starting off with the main deck, of course we are playing the 3 Sky Striker Ace Ray and the 1 Rose. I don't like playing more than 1 Rose because then I think it's a bit bricky. Yes, if we don't open Ray and we open Rose, that's fantastic because then we still have a starter. Rose is literally just linkage, like dump material right now. You want to send her off Hayate, and then you've hopefully got Ray already engraved that you linked off. And then Rose, and then they get that 1k boost with linkage. So yeah, it's what you always want to send off with Hayate. So 3-1. A lot of you are going to ask me about that. You guys have been asking me about this, actually. I did play the 1 Hamp, just to test it out. I have seen it in like a few lists, like around, but I decided to play 1 to just like give it a go. And I can honestly say it's a very bad card. Well, not very bad, but it's just not a good card. It's a kaiju. Yes, it's searchable off engage, but I think that restriction of you have to control a Sky Striker Ace monster in order to special summon it. I didn't really summon this at all this past weekend. I didn't really I didn't have a need to. I did special it against Mathmech, but it wasn't really necessary. Like, I'd rather just play a kaiju over it, or this could have easily been just a different card. Speaking of kaijus, we're playing the 1 kaiju. Now, I did cut the other Gamma Seal for the Hamp just to give it a go, but 100% cutting off Hamp and maybe playing the second kaiju or another thrust target. Best hand trap of the format, Draw and Lockbird. If you're not playing this format, you are auto losing. Really good against Heavy Sam, really good against Purrely, really good against literally almost every deck, including Sky Striker. In my matchup against Mathmech, I dropped engage, added, and then they drolled me, and I couldn't really add anything else because I did have thrust in hand. I had triple tax in hand, and it was very crippling. But literally, this won me the matchup against Naturia Runic. It won me the matchup against Purrely again. Just a really good card. More hand traps. The hand trap we play every single format is the 3 Ash Blossom. It's just, you know Ash. Ash has to be in almost every deck. We're playing the 2 Ghost Ogre as well. Obviously, the Purrelys do trigger during your turn, so you can kind of Ghost Ogre them. I use this more against Sulfur Chords, as some of the pen monsters trigger on your turn as well. But honestly, I did also play 2 just to test it out, see how it was this format, and I honestly didn't like it. It can maybe be moved to the side deck, but in main deck it wasn't really necessary. And when I drew it and I activated it, it wasn't like a very impactful card. It just like slowed down my opponent a bit, but they still managed to combo off and everything. So I don't know, maybe side deck if it's really needed, but I don't know. Wasn't a huge favorite. Last hand trap, 3 Infinite Impermanence. Infinite Impermanence is Infinite Impermanence. Moving on to spells, we're playing the 3 Widow Anchor. Honestly, goated card. And the second 3-of, we are playing the 3 Linkage. Honestly, the very best Sky Striker spell at the moment, aside from Engage, obviously. Linkage, remember, you need to have Ray and Rose in grave for your striker links to gain that 1k boost. Always try and dump Rose off Hayate when if you normal summon Ray, swing with Ray, quick effect, Hayate, swing, and then dump the Rose, so then you'll have both in grave, therefore giving your links the 1k boost. My Mathmech opponent, he thought I had to have 3 spells in grave, and it wasn't the case. It was like you just need Ray and Rose for that 1k boost. Not once per turn as well, so Kagari, loop it back, drop it, go into Shizuku and swing. We're playing the 2 Afterburners. Yes, we are sure playing board breakers, so we want to try and max out as many as we can. So with Thrust, with Tactics, it's easier to get 3 spells in grave, so this is also like a back row removal. I was testing just 1, but I feel like the second is necessary. It's also like a negate bait as well. We're playing the 1 Engage. Hopefully it's coming back to 2. We're hopeful. We're playing the 1 Multi-Roll, the 1 Shark Cannon, the 1 Hornet Drones, the 1 Area 0. I see a lot of people playing Area 0 with the 1 Terraforming. This is literally our only Terraforming target, so I think don't play Terraforming if you're just playing 1 copy of Area 0. Terraforming was good when Mystic Mine was around. It was just like a search to try and get our Mystic Mine out. But if you're only playing 1 target, don't play it because it's just a dead card. If you open Area 0, what are you going to do with Terraforming? Again, it is just a dead card. So just the 1 and no Terraforming. Now, for consistency, for draw power, the triple tactic thrust. Obviously, I played this since YCS. I did play 2. I was testing 2 in my list, but with so many hand traps running around the format, 3 was honestly the very best ratio that I thought. Honestly, every single duel I did see thrust, I triggered thrust. It was only against Mathmech that we got drolled. This was also the reason I was only testing 2, because I'm like, drolls in the format a lot, and like with Engage, with thrust, like that we're likely to get drolled, and it did happen, but just that one matchup. But honestly, thrust unbricked my hand against Purrely. I dropped there, then I searched Herald of the Abyss, and that basically kind of crippled my opponent for me to win game 1. Just a really, really good card. It's still sitting at a high price, but if you can get it, definitely get your hands on it. And speaking of thrust targets, we're playing the 1 Talents. I was playing 2 of these. I did play 2 in my YCS list, but I think 1 was honestly really good. I did open it a few games, and if I really needed to draw, just search it off thrust, and then I just played another good card instead of the 2nd Talents. We're playing 2 Lightning Storm. Still a really good card. I don't know why people are cutting it. It's basically a Raigeki or a Featherstorm if you needed. If I do decide to cut Ham, or if I decide to cut any other card, I would definitely be playing the 3rd Lightning Storm. Speaking of Duster, we are playing the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. We're still playing the 1 Dark Hole. This could easily, Dark Hole or Feather Duster could easily be the 3rd Lightning Storm, but you still have the Ably Lock running around. We don't know. It does have a target on its back for potential ban or whatever, but it is still running around, so we do still want to play the Dark Hole, and remember, it's searchable off the thrust. We're playing the 1 Change of Heart. We still want to steal those XYZ, swing, and then make our Zeus. The 1 Reinforcements of the Army to search our Ray or our Rose. And the last card, which was honestly really clutch. It's basically an auto win versus Purrely, and that is the Herald of the Abyss. Pay 1,500 life points, and then you declare 1 type. So you're going to want to declare, I believe Noir is Fairy Dark. So you declare it, they send it, and then just pop off from there. Game 1 versus Purrely actually took half an hour of the round. It was basically a grind game. They activated something, then I dropped Thrust, and then I'm like, what do I look for? What do I search? And Herald of the Abyss, and then I was able to Abyss the Noir, and then just combo off from there. But it's a really, really good card. A lot of people are playing 2 for the matchup. I am siding 1 and main decking 1, and honestly, I think that is the perfect ratio, because based on this past weekend, it was just against Purrely that I actually needed this. Against Pens, against Mathmech, against Cash. What was the other matchup? Runic. Yes, you can get rid of something, but it's not really needed. We've got Kaijus, we've got Lightning Storm, we've got Afterburner, so it's not really needed. It's just basically there for Purrely. Whoop. Now, moving on to the extra deck. Now, extra deck is just standard Sky Striker stuff. 3 Hayate, 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, the 1 Kana, the 2 Zeke. We're playing the 1 Dark. I don't know, I was really like thinking about Dark. I'll finish showing you guys the extra. The 1 Access Code Talker and the 1 AA Zeus. Yes, we still want Zeus. You still have Kashtira running around, especially with Purrely. If you can change of heart something, if you can thrust a Widow Anchor or whatever, just make your Zeus. As I was back to Dark, I was kind of debating cutting him, but I also didn't know what to play. I thought, I don't know, maybe Unicorn or Phoenix, but I don't know, it's a very strange one. I didn't really go into him. It's not one that I'm like, oh, I'm really gonna make Dark, blah blah blah, to try and link climb. I did go into Access Code versus Sulfur Quartz, but I didn't need Dark. I had enough materials on board. I Widow Anchored stuff, I Change of Heart stuff, so I don't know. If you wanted something to cut off the extra, definitely cut the Dark. Zeke is just, you really need to Zeke. And then also the debate about Hayate. A lot of people are playing 2 and then playing like another generic link, like for Higher Donor or the Unicorn or even Celine still, to try and link climb into Access Code, but you did not need all those link climbs to try to get to your Access Code. You will have enough materials. Again, you've got Anchors, you've got Change of Hearts, you've got triple Tactic Talents, so play the 3rd Hayate, because especially with Purrely, you need the grind game, and Hayate is there for you. And also you need Hayate to dump the roast to get into your linkage OTK. Now, moving on to the side deck. Now, side deck, remember, side deck according to your locals, side deck according to whatever tournament you're going to. I kind of made this side deck to actually target the current meta, to like kind of pinpoint what I thought people were playing. So I think it was a pretty solid side deck. I knew exactly what to side in and what to side out in every matchup, and for once I actually did see my side deck. So we're side decking the 2nd Kaiju. As I said, this could easily be moved into the main deck and maybe, I don't know, side out Hamp, or completely just ditch Hamp off the list. We're playing the 2nd Herald of Abyss. As I said, this is really mainly for the Purrely matchup. That's why it's seeing play. 1 in main, 1 inside, I think, is the perfect ratio. And remember, it is searchable off of Thrust. If you're not playing Thrust, then definitely main deck the 2 if you know you're going to face a lot of Purrely. Back row Hate, Cosmic Cyclone. Game 2, you just have to automatically side this in. My go-to is I side out Lightning Storms and then I side in Cosmic Cyclones, because I know my opponents are going to make me go first. And that's what happened in every single round. We're playing the 3 Book of Moon. This used to be a main deck card, but now it's been moved to the side. There isn't really as much cash, but in case it was there, Book of Moon. I did side it against Mathmech to try and kind of cripple their XYZ materials and all that, which it did work in one matchup, but it was mainly there for cash. The 3 there can be only 1. I haven't played this card in ages in Striker, but I feel like it's really good. Now that Mathmech is like a top tier deck, it does really, really cripple them. The game that I did win against Mathmech was because I locked them into there can be only 1. And if we've got Hayate, if we've got a Striker Link, we can really just keep swinging with that. We don't really care about being locked into machines. The 3-dimensional barrier is still a really good card against, obviously, Despia, against fusions, against XYZ decks. So I still like running it at 3. And the last card is the 1 evenly matched. It is searchable off of Thrust, so 1 is just the perfect ratio. Alright, since a lot of you have been asking me, I am just going to quickly showcase the linkage OTK combo. So you basically need the following cards. So you really want to open Ray, definitely open linkage. Those are the main cards that you will need. Plus, I mean, like a extra is if you open Engage and you didn't open linkage, or if you open linkage and not Ray and you drew the Engage. So the 2 cards definitely that you need to OTK is linkage and Ray in your opening hand. So you want to say, I don't know, you didn't open linkage, but you opened Ray. We're going to drop the Engage, search for the linkage. You've got linkage in hand. Remember, you do not need 3 spells for your links to gain that 1k boost. You just need Ray and Rose in the graveyard. So we're going to normal summon Ray. Ray, enter battle phase, swing for 1500. Quick effect Ray. go into Hayate, swing for 15, Hayate effect. After damage calculation, you're going to want to send the Rose to your graveyard from your deck. So you've now got Ray and Rose in grave. Then you're going to want to drop the linkage, targeting Hayate, tag out, into Kagari. Linkage goes to grave once Kagari hits the field. Her effect triggers. You're going to target linkage, add linkage back to your hand. Kagari will gain the 1k boost plus whatever spells you've already got in grave. So assuming we don't have any spells in grave, she is currently at 2500. So we're going to swing for another 2500. You've got linkage in hand. Drop linkage, target Kagari, tag out Shizuku, swing for game, as she will also gain the 1k boost. So you're swinging for 25, and then 3k with 1500 with Ray, 1500 with Hayate, and then 2500, and that should be exactly 8,000 life points. As I said, if you don't have linkage and Ray both in hand, you probably won't be able to OTK. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe, as you will be helping the channel very, very, very much. Sky Striker best deck. I am always going to be bringing you an update on this deck depending on what format. So let's hope that Konami gives us a second engage, or hey, we can dream big and even get a third one. Ban drones and give us more engages. Konami. Kyber Lord out.